Urban Guide is brought to you by Cocosia Artisan Chocolates in association with Higher Electronics Middle East, powered by Ambreen. Hospitality partner, Meridien, Dubai. Media partner, Filmfare Middle East. Official radio partner, 105.4 Radio Spice. It is very truly said that to have a true friend, you have to be one. Leading our legacy of true and eternal friendship with you all, we are back with your dose of entertainment on your entertainment ride, The Urban Guide Season 2, with your host, Garima. To take you around, we've got to hit on something full on. And this time, I'm taking you to the Jazz Music Festival held recently in the city. The Emirates Airline Dubai Jazz Festival witnessed 2 weekends of main gigs and jazz garden, along with new additions that exceeded everyone's expectations as seen every year. The 12th edition of the festival has been built on years of success, creating a one-of-a-kind experience for fans and artists alike. Once again, music lovers looked forward to an undeniably great lineup of the musicians. Of the 8 main pop acts, Ollie Murs, The Wanted, Jamie Cullum, Colby Calais and the Earth, Wind and Fire Experience Faith. The Al McKay All-Stars, who are known to have changed the sound of black pop, along with the world's most famous guitarist and multi-platinum songwriter. The latest addition to this amazing lineup was the smooth and incredible Santana.
Everyone is enjoying, as you can see, they're all smiling and running to get a first seat, and yeah.
Now jazz is bigger than art, but it should be balanced. They should bring more artists and make it more known.
With the theme of much more than jazz, this was indeed twice the jazz and more of the classic rock, indie rock, pop and urban. An unbeatable mix of quality live entertainment. Moreover, they launched supplementary concerts that made the ultimate jazz lovers speechless. It definitely couldn't get any bigger than this.
Started playing saxophone when I was 10 years old. I've been professional now since I was 16. I've just been fortunate that I've worked and travelled all over the world, and you know, I've used all the influences in the different music that I've played.
Tell me one thing, what comes to your mind when I say the word festival? I'm pretty sure it reminds you of all those leaves that you apply in the office. But this time, I'm not talking about that one. This one, in fact, is not even the film festival. It's one of its kind. It's the ice cream festival that I am talking about, called the Gelato World Tour. And I definitely want you guys to have a glimpse of this one. After Rome, Valencia and Melbourne, the sweetest international event dedicated to artisan gelato arrived in Dubai. The 16 best gelato artisans of the Middle East competed with each other with their best flavors for the title of World's Best Gelato. The general public attended the event for free and tasted and voted for their favorite flavor.
Usually the gelato is more natural, 50% less fat than the ice cream. And some people now they're using bio, which is the organic, especially in the United States. So the gelato is completely different texture than the ice cream. Ice cream is just only a flavor.
Short classes about the art of making gelato, taught by instructors of Carpigiani Gelato University, the Tonda Challenge by IFI, where the gelato artisans prepared a perfect cup of exactly 60 grams. The Cookie's Best Taster by MEC3, where the gelato artisans determined the ingredients in a blind gelato taste test, and many special workshops dedicated to the gelato world went on for the entire duration of the event.
They love the flavors. They are really impressed with the artisans producing from scratch the gelato. So we are really having a good time with the students, with the public. I think it will be a really good event.
Couldn't resist to share this sound with you all after this shot. Well, I'm pretty sure that even you are craving for this one. So I feel that we should quickly take a small little break so that we get a hold on to our cravings. I'll be back soon on your show, The Urban Guide. Welcome back to your entertainment ride, The Urban Guide Season 2 with your host Garima. This time, get ready to go on a high with its speedometer. Didn't get it? Well, I'm talking about the motorsport event which was recently held in our city. So let's have a look. The Dubai Motorsport Series featured the NGK Racing Series, UAE Sport Bikes, Radical Middle East Cup, Formula Gulf 1000 and Porsche Middle East Cup. In action were the top riders, drivers and competitors from the region and the UAE. Access to the grandstands and paddock area was free, where they performed a myriad of activities for race fans and casual observers alike. The Dubai Motorsport Festival has been dubbed as extreme racing and of the most talked about event of your city.
This weekend's great, you know, this motorsport festival here at Dubai Autodrome, so it's really good, you know, having all the different racing from bikes to cars, Porsche, Radical, you know, spectators get to see all the types of racing that the UAE has.
The day 2 was an all-action affair with championship races for NGK Racing Series, UAE Sport Bikes, Formula Gulf 1000, Radical Middle East Cup and Porsche GT3 Cup Middle East.
We need this for the youth, and it's a good place to attract the youth. Instead of doing racing on the streets, they have a place so they can follow and they can do what they love, car racing or anything that has to do with cars. So it's definitely amazing. We need more tracks in the region.
The objective of this event is to provide new challenges to teams and create a competitive environment for teams to race at the highest level. The emphasis is on attracting a mix of pro, semi-pro and corporate teams to the series.
It's not just the circuit, also the community of the motor city. You can go to the restaurant. It's a just really nice place. And even this is my home track, so I'm really I know the track very well, so that I had an advantage.
I'm pretty sure that even if I forget, you'll be there to remind me about it. Like you exactly know what's coming up next. Absolutely. It's time to take a trip to the Dream Castle. So let's find out where Nicole has landed up today. Let's get up and get going.
A man's home is his wife's castle. And today we're going to meet a beautiful lady who's going to show us her very own dream home. Dear Mahvish, thank you so much for being on Dream Castles. Welcome to our show.
It's my pleasure and honor to be on this show.
Thank you very much. So Mahvish, you're going to give us some wonderful tips on how to design today.
I hope so.
I hope so too. So tell me, when you move into a house for the first time, what's the first thing you should keep in mind when you're designing for a brand new house?
Well, a brand new house is always, it's very exciting, but it also gives you a lot of anxiety and apprehension because there's a lot to do and a lot going on. For me personally, I was obviously following the building and architecture of this house closely, and I had a fairly good idea as to what I would be getting into. So every time I got a new idea, or I saw something, or I was inspired by something, I tried to adapt it to my style and the layout of this house. The room that we are in right now is my formal living room. This is where we entertain guests, but we also would like to relax. So we want it to be stylish as well as comfortable. Classy but also inviting, not daunting, not overwhelming that people are afraid to sit. Some of the furniture has been picked up from here, some I've shipped from Pakistan because the wood there is
wonderful,
phenomenal. I think things that you need to work on are how to cover the spaces, how to fill the corners, how to utilize the space, and because you want maximum seating but you don't want to overdo it.
So Mahvish, that's what you suggest our viewers do, is utilize spaces efficiently. Can you further elaborate?
Yes, definitely, because you see, when you're moving into a house, you want new stuff, but you have to always look what you already have, and can you utilize that, because every house is different, the corners are different, the layout is different. But I feel that with a little bit of aesthetics and creativity, one can adjust older stuff into the new house and make it look new, because you're placing it in a very different way. You're making it look different. Just even now, every month I rearrange some couch or some chair here and there. It gives a new look. And if I buy a new painting or if I buy a new accessory, I just display it in a way that it should add, not just value, but also make me feel that I've done something new.
Okay.
So I think it's important to do that also, and then keep an eye open on what would go with your style as well as the layout of the house. That's very important. And I feel sometimes here, especially, people tend to overdo it. Don't overdo it. Just follow what would look good, and that's what I feel. That don't follow a particular trend. Try to follow your own aesthetics.
Mahvish, what's your preferred style of design?
I prefer the traditional look because you can actually. It's a dichotomy. These days people go very modern with, because obviously especially when you're living in apartments, yes, less is good, thin lines are good. But I personally, coming from Pakistan and being used to a more traditional kind of a decor, I love the ceramic from Turkey and I love the pottery of, Hungary, Budapest. So all these things come together. Paintings, of course, they don't just add culture or value, but they just look good, walls are covered, they look nice. And I like a dash of color here and there, so some bright cushions. But generally, I'm into the ethnic style of decor.
Okay. And Mahvish, also tell me, do you have a favorite part of the house that's just, for you to just relax in?
Yes, there's a corner by my veranda where I like to sit for some me time, and I read there. I sometimes write over there. I work also, so I sit there and I work. The reason I like that is because, one, it's very serene, and I have a clear view of my garden. So I can look at the flowers, I can look at the greenery. I like the sunlight coming in, so I like sitting there.
You feel more in touch with nature when
yes,
you're there.
Definitely.
Dear Mahvish, thank you so much for being on our show today. It was a pleasure to have you. I have a wonderful cake to express our gratitude. It's from Cocosia Artisan Chocolates, and I hope you enjoyed with your family.
Thank you so much. It was an absolute honor and pleasure to be on your show.
Ours as well. And we'll see you next time on Dream Castle.
Oh my God. I'll simply die for the comfort and the view these spaces have. But for now, we are dying out for a small little break. But don't go anywhere, as the other side of the show awaits you on the Urban Guide. Ultimately, the bond of companionship is conversation. The way we chit-chat makes our connection deeper and stronger. And exactly the same way Nicole chit-chats with our guests. She takes them to their comfort zone, wherein they start talking their hearts out. So let's quickly find out that who is in conversation with Nicole today.
Today we are with an artist who has crossed borders to showcase his talent and has earned laurels to do the same. He has proved that talent is limitless and without boundaries. Today we are in conversation with Mr. Javed Shaikh. Mr. Javed Shaikh, welcome to our show.
Thank you very much.
I would like to ask you first, the very first question is, tell me what made you get into acting, stage and drama? Was it something that happened naturally or was it always a dream?
It was naturally, from my childhood, I wanted to be an actor.
Really?
Yeah. I used to bunk from my school and, go and watch film shootings and go to the radio, television stations. Wow. I was failed, but 50 times or maybe 100 times, you know, in all the auditions.
But you kept going.
Yeah, I thought that I will make it one day, and I did.
And you were right. So you had that self-belief to propel you.
Yeah, yes. Always, all my life, I have these positive thinking, you know, and I'm very optimistic. So this is the reason, you know, I never fail.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I think it was meant to be. You were meant to be an actor at the end of it. Do you find that there is a difference in the working culture of Pakistan and India?
India is a well-organized industry and very big industry. And it's an honor for me to work there. I worked in about 15-20 films and working in a couple of more this year. And yes, there is a lot of difference. In Bollywood, there's a lot of professionalism, you know, which we don't used to have, but now there's a new industry emerging from Pakistan, which all the new talents, new girls, boys, you know, coming educated. So now they are very professional. So it's changing.
What would be your first love? Theatre, television dramas, or feature length?
I worked for radio, stage, and television, and film. Of course, film is, there's no comparison. I think silver screen has got that magic, you know. So there's no comparison. And when I die, you know, I'll be making a film.
You'll die happy that way, so it's a good thing. It's excellent.
So it's in my blood, you know.
Do you believe in luck or chance, or do you believe in luck and chance when it comes to this?
Hard work.
Hard work pays off the most.
Yes, of course. Why luck and chance?
Because if you put the work in,
no.
So no luck and chance.
No luck and chance.
Has to be
hard work. Yes. When you do your hard work, wherever you are, you know, wherever the human being, they do hard work, you know, God always, you know.
Blesses them, I agree.
Yes.
Because you're going to put in the work, you're obviously going to get out a result after that. You can't just sit back and expect nothing.
Yes.
Yes. Everyone is backed by somebody on their journey to success. Who is the one person you'd like to share the credit of your success with?
My mother.
Wow.
Yes, my mother, she supported me from the day one. And because my father was very strict, you know, he never wanted me to be in this field. And my mother, you know, yes, she supported me all her life, you know. She is not in this world, but I know somewhere there, you know, she's looking at me and she's happy there, whatever I am today, you know. And it's because of my mother.
Were you all very close, you and your mother?
Yes.
It's lovely to have that relationship with your mother. It's amazing.
Yes.
Javed Shaikh was not an actor. What would he be?
A businessman.
Really?
Yeah.
So that was another back thought as well.
Yes. I still think, you know, I don't have time to do business, but yes, I do think I could have been a good businessman, you know.
But I think it shows in the fact that you've delved into like production and directing.
Yes.
So it obviously has come out in some form.
Yeah. Well, a business means not the film business, the other business. Yes.
And are there any new future projects which are coming up?
Yeah, plenty of them.
Would you like to share?
There are two films which I'm planning. One is called Wajood, which will be partly shot in Dubai.
All right. Now tell me, Mr. Shaikh, about your experience with television series and dramas, because I know you started and then people love you because of these wonderful dramas which introduced them to you, right? So tell me what your experience was.
Yeah, television, yes, of course. I did a lot of television serials, but the most memorable serial was Ankahi. Ankahi was released in 1981.
Oh my.
Yes, and that was so popular that I can't tell you, you know.
You have worked with so many actors and so many directors. Do you have a favorite? And give us a reason why.
Farah Khan is, you know, I worked with her in Om Shanti Om.
Is she as funny as she seems?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, but she's very strict also, you know.
Really?
John Matthew, my first director, when I did Shikhar, you know,
Okay.
who introduced me to Bollywood. Actor, yes, all the top actors, you know, like Shahrukh, Akshay, Salman, and Shahid Kapoor. I really respect them, you know. They're very nice, very humble. Even, sorry, Abhishek Bachchan also, you know. Sunil Shetty, Zahid Khan, you know, Sanjay Dutt, and of course Rishi Kapoor also.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
He's a
most
buddy,
definitely.
he's a friend, you know.
Thank you, Mr. Shaikh, for being with us today on our show. It was an absolute pleasure to have you. It was so interesting to learn about all the wonderful stories you told us and all your journey through Bollywood and through Pakistan. It was amazing.
Thank you very much.
I don't think there are any limits to how excellent we could make life seem. Because limits are for those who don't fly high. And in our case, it's very difficult to hold us down. So on that note, it's time for me to take your leave. But with a promise that we're going to be back and we'll keep flying high, of course, along with you. On your entertainment right, The Urban Guide Season 2.